worker with a coworker of mine, and it got very complicated.
I
You know what I'm
got,
saying?
I got like. So first, can we say what the topic is?
Do-
Like,
so
what is
open
it?
relationships.
What about it?
Do open relationships work? Like, what's the deal with open relationships? Because I feel like there's a big push for open relationships now. Like, I've seen a lot of people post on IG that they're in open relationships or they're about open relationships. Like, it's advertised now more so than ever. When we were Jits, I never heard about no
Never heard that.
open. I ain't know about this shit.
No.
But now it's like,
What's the definition of an
dominant.
open relationship? I'm trying.
That's a good question,
I
though.
think E got the definition. I think E is ready to drop the definition.
drop down
I
the-
mean, I'm gonna give him some time to think it through while I'm talking. But I know for sure E got it because Mr. E, what's the definition? Tippy toed and done. You know, he tippy toed around
you
it.
put the
No, he
business
about
out.
to share it, bro. This is Section 100.
Okay,
Bro,
so
you got
open
100 on your chest
relationship-
right now. I mean, you got to know what you're wearing.
Open relationship.
100.
So
What is an open relationship? E?
first thing? Okay, so I'm gonna answer the question as it comes.
Yeah.
What is an open relationship? An open relationship is where two individuals come together and they have a conversation about how they would like to structure their relationship. And if they want to structure it in a way where they can talk or see or date outside individuals, then that is what those two individuals within that relationship came to a conclusion. And that's how they proceed. That would be the definition of an open relationship. The two partners talk about something where they have the leeway or the ability to talk to outside people. That doesn't mean they necessarily do that.
So Will Smith and Jada, is that a good definition of an open
That sounds like an
relationship?
entanglement.
So let me tell you what happened with Will Smith's situation. My observation looking at it. Will had one idea of what that looked like.
Nah, fuck that.
And Jada had.
Will been fucking. I'm gonna tell you right now. Will been fucking.
Now.
Yeah, for
now,
sure.
now.
Now, he could sit. No. You think?
So now.
You think all this time Will just been a saint?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that.
So
at
what?
all.
Obviously he was hurt.
You think he was hurt?
Bro,
he was
embarrassed.
He was not hurt. He was
Did you hear
embarrassed.
what I said?
Go ahead.
It got switched because I said Will's perspective of what an open relationship was and what Jada's perspective of what an open relationship was were different.
So what you think?
And
What do you
so
think it was?
I think that Will thought this is how we're gonna manage things when we're open. Jada was like, well, to me, open means me being this way.
See, from what I've seen from Jada and Will, it presented to me as if Will thought, okay, we could fuck around.
Yeah.
Jada was like, nigga, I'm not fucking around. I want a real relationship.
Jada got serious.
Bruh, Jada seemed like she made her little boyfriend, her little nephew, her boyfriend.
Hey, I agree with that.
The nigga was young.
Niggas thought like they were just cool.
Yeah.
And I think the problem became where Jada got too close and Will got close to the dude. Like,
Yeah.
yo, that's my son. But then, hold on, you fucking this dude?
That's
I think he didn't really know.
That's tough.
And it went public. So
That's
that made
tough.
it worse.
You know what I'm saying?
And he probably, and his back stronger.
Yeah, you
His
right.
perspective.
BG, his back stronger.
What?
At Arkansas
probably
State, his
busting
back
around.
is stronger than Will Smith's back.
He probably was busting
He got at
around.
least 20, 30 years on his back, so Jada get. He's like, okay, honey, all right, Will Smith, you gonna be back in 2 weeks? Okay, no problem. I'll make sure the food ready.
I make sure the house clean, and he gone.
They're busting it down. So all this time, they probably weren't open to Will and letting him know what was going on.
Wow.
He found out through the media, through television.
You think?
Yeah, I think that was an issue, bro. I don't think Will really knew.
That's
The
all,
way
yes, that's
Will,
always gonna be
the
an
way
issue.
Will sat there, I'm not gonna lie. The way Will sat there that day, it did seem like it all was unencumbering.
Yes,
like
yeah,
it was more like shocking. Like
Clueless.
he was blindsided.
Yeah.
He was hearing it like we was. Like, oh,
which
shit,
one have more pain?
moment.
So y'all tell me which meme have more pain? These two. The Will Smith meme when he found out when she said entanglement, that or the Michael Jordan when he crying. Tell me which
Will
one.
Smith.
The Will Smith got pain. No,
I think the Will one is harder for me.
definitely
Will
the Michael.
harder.
The Michael
The
Jordan
Will
for
is not.
sure. The
No,
Michael-
but we know the
I mean,
context
I've
of
seen
both,
so-
so
Exactly.
the context of
But which-
Will is more deeper.
I think it's more deeper, but
Yeah.
I
How
mean,
they use
the
it,
Jordan,
though, the
you've
look-
seen
the
it
look, though, 'cause
everywhere.
the-
They use the Jordan meme for pain. Like,
So why was
like
he
it's- when
crying?
you get
Let's
turned
tell the
down-
listeners.
Why was
he crying?
Jordan
Why was he
crying?
crying?
Well, no, he was crying in the Hall of Fame because he loved the appreciation.
Oh, that's
but they
what it
used the
was.
meme though. They used the meme
Yeah.
for the saddest things
That's
in the world.
That's an epic meme.
ever. Kobe,
I'm-
everything.
Hey, I got a
Everything.
question for you guys. So one of the conversations and one of the questions that came up with my coworker when we were talking about open relationships. We also brought up polygamy.
Okay.
And me, I put both of them in the same basket. I'm like, you in a relationship,
Well,
you
no,
fucking other people.
It's-
So
it's not the same.
question
It's not the
is,
same.
what is the difference between polygamy and what is the difference between an open relationship?
Okay,
'Cause
that's a whole different thing.
I'm like, so polygamy is
Because
not.
I thought the topic was, is open relationships okay? Like,
Is it-
he's
is it
right.
possible?
Yeah,
He's
you're right. You're right.
That is
I'm
a-
just asking a sidebar question.
That's
Well,
not
no, it
even a
goes back to
sidebar.
what
That's
he
a
was saying.
huge. That's a huge question because polygamy is like one guy marrying multiple different wives,
Yeah.
or vice versa. One person marrying multiple different people, and those individual people are separate individual.
Hold on.
entities.
In polygamy, women do that as well. I don't think so.
Nah, there
It's
is.
not-
It's not
typical.
common.
It's not common.
But I like to try to be bipartisan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not just classify it as male or female.
Gotcha.
So look at it as a particular individual. He's married to multiple individuals, and those individuals are separate, and they're like basically different lives. Almost is the best way I can like try to
So
describe.
polygamy can be an open. So polygamy and open can be the same, but open can't be polygamy.
Exactly. Great point. Yeah.
because like
If you
was
wanna- if you wanna look at it like
you
that.
was speaking about Jada and our Agatha also. That wasn't polygamy.
No, so
That was a well, I'm sorry. No, we were talking about two different things. That was a relationship. That wasn't just you can open relationship is more like, hey, you can be what you want to be, but it's not a real relationship. You're in a relationship with me. You're not in a relationship with anyone else, but you can screw who you want to screw. Let's just keep it 100.
If we're
You
gonna
can screw whoever you want. That's what open
But it's-
relationship.
but
If you
the
want to
thing
keep
is-
it 100, to have a successful open relationship, there is no one greater than the other. If we're getting down to the nitty gritty of it.
As far as the
What do you
people you're
mean? What do you mean?
screwing.
So what I mean is that you know how you just said, "Oh, this is the real relationship," and that's just the play on the side.
Yeah.
In an ideal open situation, all the relationships.
No,
are
there has to be a
respected
main
equally.
one. There has to be a main.
really?
Yes, if there can be a main one if that's what you and your partner agree. But if
Well,
we're-
the partner, no.
Oh,
that contradicts.
Is there a dictionary for this shit?
No.
Like, is there a rule book?
No,
Like,
clearly,
way off.
See, that's why I didn't wanna-
Jay,
That's way off.
Jay, take a
Go ahead.
seat, take a step back because clearly E has done his homework. I mean, you can hear him.
Is this experience?
everything he's talking about? No, I don't know about experience, but clearly the way he's talking about it, he's done his homework, right?
with
Have
that
you?
shit.
Have you
Yes,
done?
done the homework.
I'm
very
telling
much
you,
so.
I
Very
can hear it.
Time out.
Jay, but you're
Wait,
just
hold
trying
on,
to figure it out as you go.
No, I'm not.
He knows
no,
what he's talking about.
No.
Go ahead, Jay.
Here's what I'm trying to tell you. If you don't have a main and it's just an open relationship, you don't have a relationship. What you are is just a player. You're just a person that's sleeping around and you ain't got no relationship because there ain't no relationship. If they're all equal, that means the world is your canvas. You're just a whole. You're a player. You're a thought.
Now, here's the thing. Now, JT,
Why you gotta be all that,
now,
though?
JT, I'm gonna jump in at that point because here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
If you're getting everything you need from 1, 2, however many individuals
Yeah.
you personally need,
Yeah.
then the whole world is not your canvas because you understand yourself before you start to go out and experience others. And understanding yourself knows when your cup is full. And so the world is not going to be your canvas. You may need 1, 2, 3, whatever it is for you as an individual. But when you're whole, you're whole.
So if I'm in an open relationship,
Yeah,
right?
trying to figure it out.
Go ahead.
So if I'm in an open relationship and I got a girl here and a girl there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So them girls can mess with each other if they want to.
Again,
That's how that works?
That's a different conversation. Now, that would be you sitting down talking with both of them together. Everyone speaking, everyone on the same accord.
So there's no real structure to how the open relationship works. It's just
No,
me
it's,
like
no,
if you're
it's
in a
whatever you
relationship-
agree to.
It's whatever.
Exactly.
It's whatever you and your
whatever
partner
you
agree to.
establish-
And so I hear what everybody's saying, but the general consensus of what an open relationship is that you have a main partner that you're together with, and then you both are agreed to you can sleep with who you want to sleep with, but just don't get in a relationship.
I can't do that, bro.
That's
Now that we
a
talking
traditional open. All this other stuff y'all talking about is hybrids.
The polygamy shit, I
it's-
might fuck with that shit. I ain't fucking.
Well, there ain't. Listen, if you're okay with polygamy,
Polygamy lit though.
if you're okay with polygamy, and we can move on in that direction. But if you're okay with polygamy,
You want me to
then
tell you
you're
why
okay
he's
with
open? No, I'm gonna tell you why. It's just like every other man in the world. Niggas is selfish as fuck. No, they're just selfish. What happened is with G.I., he's saying he want to fuck around. He wants
It's an open relationship,
He want to
though.
fuck around, but he don't want his girl fucking around.
But that's
right?
an open relationship.
G.I.,
Oh, okay,
G.I.,
that's
keep it
what you're
real.
saying.
That's what it is, right?
What's up?
You-
I don't want to fuck
Great
around.
point. Great
No,
point.
I'm just saying, though.
No, he hit it on the head.
What he said?
You busted, brother.
Yeah.
Brother, G.I., your whole...
I ain't busted because I ain't saying nothing wrong.
G.I.
Yo,
is a typical nigga.
Hey.
No, hold on, Jay.
Yeah.
I just want to get this across.
Yeah. Hey,
G.I. is a typical nigga.
Yeah.
He want his, how you say, his cake and eat it too. That's what G.I. wants.
G.I., your MO have been...
He want his cake.
Brian
he
has
wanna eat it
decoded
too.
you.
For sure.
100%.
Nah,
Clearly, you want to be able to screw who you want to screw, but you don't want your lady screwing.
nigga,
So
like-
you don't want
Yeah.
an open relationship.
Like you
you
long-
want a polygamous
Well,
relationship.
yeah.
Like you Long
So then
John
I
ain't
Silver.
gonna disagree with
like you Long John Silver. You gonna
Yeah.
satisfy all of them?
All of them. Bust them all down. And I'm going to take care of all of them. They ain't going to have to work. You know what I'm saying? We good. Because, hey, this is my thing. And this is what we talked about. This
Okay.
throw something else at you. This may get controversial with some of the ladies, but this was something I talked to my coworker about. I'm like, look, I feel like men were more meant to be in open relationships,
For sure.
to be polygamous, not women. Because you got a woman in an open relationship, like how many dicks can you take before like you fuck the shit up? You know
Believe
what I'm
me,
saying?
they could take a lot. Women.
But the shit ain't going
Don't
like
be
it's
fooled.
like we
Don't
had this
be
conversation
fooled.
last show.
Don't be
But
fooled.
At the same
Women
time,
can
I
take a
feel
lot of
like
dick.
women physically.
can take a lot of dick. I
Hey,
hope you know
man.
that. They-
So
they
why
can
would we?
take-
Why would
they
we
can take a lot
require?
of
Baby comes.
Why
out
would
of
we
it.
require? Why would we require women to be faithful, but then we don't want? But then we don't make the same standard.
But as
for
a
men to be
polygamist, you're
faithful.
being faithful. Like you're married to these women.
That is true.
So it's not cheating.
So open relationships basically we all agreeing. So
But
hold
if-
up,
if
no,
we-
no,
if
no,
not-
Cheating, it will be established within the guidelines.
I'ma get to
of the
that.
relationship.
G.E., I'm gonna get to
Because
that. But
if there's no communication, then cheating will then be established.
I'm about to get to that. But here's the thing. To what G.I. is saying, if you look at just numbers, because numbers don't lie. People do, but numbers don't. If you look at numbers, right?
Yeah.
What is it? 4-1? It's more women than men.
It is.
So if the truth be told, I'm getting facts right now. It's 9-1.
In the
It's
United
9-1.
somebody did that.
In the
Hold up.
United
I
States
ain't
or
gonna
on the
point at
world?
her.
That's real talk.
On the world.
That's real talk.
Around the world, it's 9-1.
That's real talk,
So if
though.
it's 9-1,
9 to
you
2.
telling me around the world? I know. That's what I'm saying. That around the world, it's 9-1. Talk.
Around the world.
Okay. Okay.
12-1.
somebody
So-
really did the research, deep dive.
So watch this.
Yes.
So if it's 12-1 around the world and
Yeah,
it's
though.
9-1 in America,
Yeah.
clearly, God was saying this. This is God.
God.
Oh, for sure.
You gonna say God?
We gotta say God.
Oh,
'Cause
man, let me
God-
know
who did it.
Who did it? Who else
did
is
it?
responsible for
Thank
this?
If it's not God, then who else?
Who else? Who else is deciding who's coming out?
We're genetically programmed to
Bro,
have
you're
more
gonna get
women.
struck
there
by
it
I ain't
goes.
getting
now
struck.
we're
I'm keeping it real.
genetically programmed.
This is Station 100, people. If y'all
Keep
didn't
it
know,
100.
this is Station 100. You in here with
Gotta keep it
Alpha
100.
Talk tonight.
Yeah.
This is Thursday night. Don't be mistaken, because we ain't. So check this out.
Yeah.
If it's 9-1 in this country,
Uh-huh.
12-1 around the world, that is clearly
God
telling
telling
me
me polygamy.
that God said in the good book. He had to say it.
The
'Cause he
Old Testament.
Why did he give Solomon approval? He gave Solomon approval.
Be fruitful.
He
and
never
multiply,
gave Solomon
man.
approval.
He didn't give. He never
He
gave.
never gave Solomon approval
He
to have
didn't curse
multiple
him.
wives.
He didn't curse him for it.
He didn't give him
He kept
approval.
on blessing him.
Man could
Every
man,
woman he fucked, he blessed him.
God, Jesus is on record.
He can't even talk.
Listen, Jesus is on record saying, "Hey, this was according to what you guys desire, but my original desire
Yeah, but
was
God-
for one man to be with one
but
woman."
God-
He clearly said that, but that's it. I ain't gonna let you lie on God just flat out like that. It ain't gonna happen.
Lie on
You
God.
ain't just
What
gonna
page-
lie
what
on
page
God
that's
like
on?
that.
Yeah, he can't
said
even
that.
tell you.
That's in Matthew. Jesus said that's in the red letters. You can pull up the chapter. and
No,
verse if you
I
want
ain't
to.
worried about Jesus. I want to know what God said to Solomon when Solomon kept on crushing him.
Talking about the Old
Solomon, but
Testament?
guess
When
what?
he walked him in the room.
What
and
was the end of
he
Solomon,
had to
BG?
get taken care of.
BG, what was the end of Solomon because of his decisions to mess with multiple?
I'll tell you what Solomon was doing.
What was his end? Is what
I hear what
I'm
you
asking
say.
you a question.
I hear your question.
You don't want to answer my
Why
question?
should I answer your question?
Okay,
I'm about to
you
tell
don't
you what
answer my
Solomon
question.
is.
That's fine.
Solomon is a crusher.
He's a crusher, but what is his end?
He's a
though?
smasher.
Do you know what
Yeah.
Solomon end was?
You
Hey, for the
busting him down.
listeners. For the
Bust it,
listeners.
baby.
Hey,
My
for the
nigga
listeners.
G.I., that's why I love my nigga on my right hand side.
So the
'Cause
Bible
he gonna
says
tell you what it
that
is.
Solomon ended up. His soul was vexed to the point that he didn't even know who he was or who God was.
That was only because he
all
was
of
so
those
wise.
spirits-
That was because he was so wise.
He was already wise. He
No,
was the
I said it was
wisest man.
because he was wise. That's the reason why he went to that space that you're talking about.
No.
So anyway,
He was the wisest.
Yeah,
So,
that-
Jay,
yeah,
we're
what
not
about
going to the
the
Bible tonight.
You
ain't-
brought up God.
Nigga, this ain't Sunday, okay?
You
So here
brought
we
up
go.
God. I
So
didn't
here we
bring up
go.
God. You brought him up.
If it's 9-1 in this
And it's
country,
always
Yeah.
Sunday over
and
here.
it's 12-1 around the world,
Yeah.
clearly Clearly, there's more women than men.
Yeah.
Which means men should have their how do you say of the
Cake and
litter.
eat it too.
No, not the cake. That too, but their
They should
fair
have
share
their
of the
pick.
litter.
They should,
You should have your pick of the litter.
It's selfish
They should
not
have
to.
multiple
What about the women that
of
don't
women?
have men?
Exactly
If
my
you don't
point.
share, somebody gonna be left out.
Exactly
You know
my
what I'm saying?
point.
So
it only makes sense that men have more women and women sit their ass down and calm down. You know what I mean?
History.
I want to go to what
shown
E was
us
talking
that-
about earlier in
History
regards
has shown
to
us that
cheating.
you're correct, but whatever, man. I hate to say that, but
History-
Bro, just
history shows that you're correct. I mean, if you look at
but don't
most
hate to
of the
say it.
civili-
All I'm saying, don't hate to say it. Just say it.
I'm just saying, most of the civilizations, most of the
They had a
predominant-
casting system. The reason why they had to do that because women were getting raped and robbed and everything. So in order for
'Cause they was doing
protection,
prostitution.
I understand that's at
For
one
protection.
point. That's at one point in history, but the further you go back,
and
in
as we
history,
become
it was-
more civilized, and as we start to adopt more updated laws to protect women,
Yeah.
because back in the day it was a casting system. If you were poor and you were a woman, you were basically had a death sentence.
And they didn't have any opportunity to make money anyways. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
So
you're
as
right.
we live in a civilized society, you can't apply those same standards, in a moral standpoint.
But
When you
see,
talk about naturalistic.
What you're talking about right now, civilized society. So back in the day, it was more dominant. Like you'll see more polygamous relationships. Like you talk about Africa and stuff like that.
Women were
The chief
dependent on
had
that.
in
They
Africa,
couldn't
they,
survive.
Africa, they still
wives.
doing it.
Yeah, see, they
If
still
you got
doing it
money,
in Africa.
if you got money, you still doing it. They
See,
still
other
doing it.
places around the
Muslims are
world,
doing
even
it.
China, back in the day. So, at what point did it become shunned upon, or what
The
point
Western
did it
civilization
become-
kicked in. So when the Western civilization came in,
But it,
Exactly.
but
So
it didn't
I-
kick in everywhere though. Keep that in mind.
No, they
well,
did.
in Idaho, I think in Idaho,
Utah,
Utah, they allow, they actually have
Pennsylvania.
laws for polygamy.
Yeah, I wasn't just talking about the U.S. I was talking about around the world though. The Western civilization.
Listen, this topic right here. So
civilizations
we
is here.
all agree.
But here's what I wanted to
Go
address, though. This is what I wanted to address. I honestly believe that open relationships, polygamy, however you want to flip it, however you want to say it, that should be the custom of the future of this country and everywhere.
It
around
may
the world.
be, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you why. There is so many people cheating anyways. Because I want to address. Remember when you brought it up? There are so many people cheating anyways.
Yeah.
Pretending and playing and acting like they're
Yeah.
being faithful. Everybody, even to go back to what we was talking about last week in regards to marriage, people are cheating anyways. Why play the game? Why act it out? Why fake? If you know you want to fuck around, because here's what's happening. You take a couple. The man might be fucking around. The female might be fucking around.
Yeah.
Both of them are fucking around, right? So why is anybody acting like they don't want to be in an open relationship? Why don't you just keep it real? Hey, baby, you know what? I think I want to be in an open relationship.
Yeah, off bat. Just
Yeah,
come-
just keep it real. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, both y'all in an open relationship, y'all just don't even know it.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to miss that.
I can-
Both people are in an open
That's not profound,
relationship.
BJ. It's not.
No, I just want you to
give
hear what I'm
the
saying.
answer.
It's not
I can
profound.
give you the answer.
Go ahead,
why.
go ahead.
The answer
profound.
why
Yeah.
is two things. It's pride
Uh-huh.
and it's oh man, I just had it. My fault. You were talking, man.
No, it's all good.
So
It's pride.
I'm just gonna say
Because
this.
at the end of the day,
Can I get in?
if they doing shit anyway,
Can I get in?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same
just
shit.
hold on a
Nothing-
second. You can
nothing,
get it.
nothing changed.
Oh,
You
man.
made like 3 points.
Nothing
Okay.
changed.
Ain't nothing
It's the same
different.
shit.
It's the
That's
same.
real.
Can I
The
get in?
problem is nobody want to keep it real.
No.
Nobody can walk in truth.
Just say no.
Nobody
Pride
can
and
walk in
self-
honesty, and that is the issue. The bigger issue is honesty and people being real.
Yeah.
But-
There's more people just lying to themselves and to others than it is anything else. Because if everybody gonna keep it real, if everybody can keep it honest, if everybody gonna keep it transparent, they fucking around anyways.
People so shady now they can't even do open relationships, right?
It's,
Yeah.
but think about
They
this
can't
here.
even do
that.
open relationships.
Go ahead.
We're talking about the end part, but we're not addressing the
So,
actual middle part of what it takes to do that. You're saying that you. Oh, somebody on YouTube.
Someone on YouTube said,
Y'all going to hell.
Y'all going to hell.
Nah,
So
well,
let me
And
just.
if
So
it's
it
not
is
you,
what
it
it
might
is.
be your girl or your guy.
So check this
They
out.
might be going to hell
Go
too
ahead.
because
Let me-
they might be
Let me
fucking
get
around
in
on
real
you.
quick. Let me get in.
Oh, hold on, Mr. E was gonna say something. Mr. E,
I was just going to say
finish
that
your statement.
the
bro.
reason it's because of pride and selfishness. Now think what you're asking the person is to knowingly
Yeah.
accept that you find someone else attractive and that you want to spend time with them
Yeah.
when typically you would be spending time with me.
Yeah.
And so therefore there's that it's a perspective thing. The way you're looking at it, you have this perspective that this person is going away. That there's something wrong with
Bro,
me.
what?
Yeah.
And
Well, hold on, man.
But they doing it. But E.
Nah, man.
No, but-
I done
but
held my peace long enough.
E.
I'm not holding my peace no more.
E, they
Go ahead,
doing it
JT.
anyway.
Hold on,
Because
BG.
JT,
Hold
when you
on.
I'm just saying they doing it anyway.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
Hold on,
JT.
'cause everything that you guys have been saying that I've endured long enough has been flat out foolishness.
Okay.
I let you guys get this bull crap out just because you want to sleep with all the women you can sleep with. You want to justify it by 12 to 1, 10 to 1. Believe it or not, gentlemen, there are men and there are women who want to be faithful.
We ain't talking about them.
Time out.
We ain't talking about
I ain't
them.
finished. I ain't finished.
Okay.
I'm not finished, BG.
We ain't talking about
you
them.
done
That's
had a
all I'm gonna say.
monologue.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna listen. The bottom line is that there are men and women that want to be faithful. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So let's not act like they're fucking around anyway.
They
Guess
are.
what? In your opinion, in your head, in your world.
Nope, not just in my world.
Don't cast that. You know everybody in the world.
I'm so glad you brought it up.
You know
I
everybody
did
in
a
the
little
world?
homework. I did a little
You know
homework.
everybody in the world.
I did
Over
homework.
40%
Oh, really?
of married couples are having sex.
What about the 60%?
Outside, over 40%.
What about the 60%?
Outside.
What about
Outside
the,
of that?
what about
wait,
the 60% that's
you
doing
talking?
right?
I'm dropping statistics
What
right
about
now.
the 60% that's doing right? That's the majority.
I said over 40%. I said over 40% of the people out there that are married in a marriage, supposed to be monogamous relationship, over 40%
Are cheating.
is out there fucking around.
Damn, that's a lot.
Some of us like to believe.
So why is it that you're playing the game?
So look.
Why is it?
So look.
Because you're selfish.
Hey, so look. Some of us like to believe.
Because
that-
you're selfish.
Some of us like to believe that
Yeah.
the best life
Pride
is
is
faithfulness between two individuals. Why?
Yeah.
Because you can cultivate trust. You can cultivate loyalty. You can cultivate a oneness and a unitness
he's following the
to
script.
life.
So-
okay,
He's following the
to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. The Bible says, "Wherever two are gathered in my name, you can accomplish anything." He didn't say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Correct.
You're
limiting
the greatest
it.
thing.
You're limiting the definition.
Yeah.
The definition says when two are gathered in my name, as you just said.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Why are you limiting anything?
Yeah.
Because he
come
just
on.
he established.
Come on, E.
You're
Yeah.
He
limiting
established
Come on,
a
E.
covenant.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't say anything and then
He's
put a limit on
establishing-
anything.
He's
Yeah.
establishing a covenant between two people.
And those two
the
people
third
can
person,
then
I hear
do
somebody say it says
whatever
wherever
they
2 or
agree
3.
upon.
The Bible also says that.
You cannot defile the bedroom.
you took it right out
So
my
then
mouth.
those two people can do anything and everything.
Okay,
that
since
they
we're bringing the
want.
Bible into it, the Bible does talk about adultery. Come on, guys.
It's adultery when one person is hurt. If two people agree that it's not adultery,
There
then
it is.
I don't know.
Who
He-
defines?
I don't know what
Hey,
Bible.
let me tell you this. I
words
think
of
he is a
this?
pastor.
I don't know what
Time
Bible.
out,
I
time out, time out.
don't know
preaching
what
tonight.
words.
I don't know what. I don't know what
Run
Bible
that
you
shit
guys
back.
listen. I don't know what Bible you guys are reading, but none of what you're talking about is in the Bible. It's evident.
You gotta rewind that.
Evident you guys ain't reading the Bible. I don't know what y'all reading. Dr. Seuss? Yeah, it ain't the Bible. I can tell you that.
All right.
No,
Hey, that's cool.
I'm listening to the exact words you're saying,
Yeah.
and I'm not predefining them.
Yeah.
I'm taking the words of what you're saying
Yeah.
to be the literal meaning and not a predefined meaning based on the terminologies in terms. No, I'm sorry, not terminologies. Based on the societal views
Yeah.
that we put on it.
Yeah.
Because if the Bible tells me that when two gather in my name, 2 married people, then that any and everything can then occur, then how can I then say that excludes this, that, and the third?
Exactly.
Those two people come together in a union and then define what that looks like for
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
And
That's
that
deep,
union.
bro.
Yeah.
So you talk
Go
about
ahead, E.
you redefine
Let him
it.
have it.
I got
I'm
to.
not
Can I
redefining
Go
it.
ahead,
address
please.
the rebuttal?
Don't keep on talking to me. Go ahead.
Can I address
Please.
this garbage that
Yes,
he's
sir.
spewing?
Yes, sir. Please.
So the garbage that he's spewing, we're not going to redefine.
That's what he
Excuse
always
me.
like to do.
Excuse me.
Yeah, right.
This dude is an
Excuse
actor.
me,
This
BG.
nigga is an
Excuse
actor.
me.
Go ahead.
A grown man is talking. Excuse me.
Oh.
So you don't get to define a relationship to what you want relationship and marriage to be in its purpose. You didn't create marriage. You didn't create the union between two people. So you don't get to define it. If we talk about scripture, it's clearly all you gotta do is open your book. I'm not gonna preach to you, but
You are.
the union It's not to be redefined, but you're trying to assign the union to do whatever it is purpose you want it to do. Instead,
I'm following the guidelines of the words of what you just
can't
said.
do anything. You can't redefine the relationship.
What are the words you just said? Just
I
say
said
the words
that
you
word.
said.
just say the words you said.
Two are gathered, you can accomplish anything.
Yeah.
Boom.
The
Period.
purpose.
Period.
That's
Purpose.
it.
Period.
I didn't
Period.
finish. I didn't.
Anything.
It's not a finish.
What do you mean?
What your question should be? What are you accomplishing? It's your purpose on this earth.
I don't have to ask that
go
question
business.
because you just told me that when two come together, they can
And see,
accomplish
that's the
anything.
reason why a lot of people going to hell, because of misconceptions.
That's not
and-
misconceptions.
And twisting the words to be whatever you want it to be.
JT, understand that you're putting
that's
definition
error.
on words
Hey,
that are very
so-
Clear, yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. So
And
good,
if you
good,
focus
good
your
topic.
energy on positive, positive will come
Good
to
top-
you.
What does a relationship look like? Who defined relationships?
Yeah.
And the fact in the standards that we're living in now.
Come on, yeah.
Who created the standard of relationship?
Correct.
Like, what guidelines are we going by? Are we going
Relationship-
based off the Bible? Are we going by what we mentioned, the Western term of relationship? Like, who created the standard? Who's the one that said this was wrong and this was right?
Understand, relationship is a word that is used to describe a bond that a person feels with one another. That is all a word or
So it
is.
can be multiple people.
It can be whatever you define it as. Whatever you and an individual come together and agree upon.
Incorrect. That's just error.
Man, that's
No problem.
deep shit.
There's a reason we have a standard.
I'm
No
gonna be
problem.
honest with you.
No problem.
I'm with E on that point. However, I understand where JT's coming from. JT is trying to keep the Bible holy. He's trying to keep
Yeah.
he's trying to keep it wholesome and all that. But it's not necessary. See, a lot of us, what we do is we take what we think it's supposed to be saying. Like that's what JT's doing.
It's interpretation.
It's all
The
based
Bible
on
What
is
I'm not
meant
going to
for
do is twist it and
interpretation.
say that it means that you can be with anybody you want to
you
be
don't-
with.
No.
And the bed is, you could just put anybody in your bed. Where it said that in the scripture?
It says the Bible, the bedroom is not
So
defiled.
you can bring people in your bedroom?
It says the Bible.
That-
the
it
bedroom-
doesn't say
you
you
think
can't,
it says it's
though.
not
That
defiled?
doesn't say
you
you
think
can't.
that's what it means? You can
Jay,
bring
it
people in
says
the
it's not
bed?
defiled.
means
Look up
is-
the term defiled. Just
What-
look it up and
What it
we'll go
means-
from there.
JT, what it means is
I'm not saying
Go ahead.
that's what I want.
Yeah.
Let me be clear. I'm not saying that's what I want. What I am saying is so many people out here fucking around anyways.
That you might as well make it open.
You may as well make it open and at
Alleviate the
least keep it
issues.
real.
At least try it out, dog.
At least keep it real. The one person you're supposed to be the realest with
Yeah.
is your partner.
Exactly.
That's real talk.
That's
Let's
the
just-
part-
Out of
that's the part.
everybody, out
So
of
what
everybody
happens-
on the planet,
So what happens, JT?
out of all your homeboys, your mom, your
Your
dad,
wife.
out of everyone, the person you plan to live the rest of your life with, that is the person you're supposed to keep it the most realist with.
So-
And- 1 second.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
And if that's the person you're supposed to keep it the most realist with, and that's my life partner, that ain't my conditional partner.
Yeah.
This is my life partner.
Yeah.
That means I'm ready to spend the rest of my life, no matter what. Keep it real.
That's real talk.
Put it on the
dog.
table.
Keep it 100. That's what
Baby,
we doing.
let me tell you something. I love you.
I was just about to ask you
Watch
that,
this.
how that conversation happened.
I love you. You mean the world to me.
Yeah.
You're everything to me.
Yeah.
Oh, get in the camera.
And I'm going to tell you the truth.
Talk to
I
me.
will never leave you no matter what.
Yeah.
When I tell you, when I wake up in the morning, you're the first thing on my mind.
There you go.
Boom.
All through the day, I can't stop thinking about you. I almost feel like I'm losing my mind.
Hey, you should put some Boys to Men.
And at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, I give you a kiss because you're the last thing on my mind.
Boom.
Baby, we have come to a place and a space in our relationship where I understand that we have crossed the bridge of love.
Okay.
And now we've come to a place to evolve. And in this space of evolving, I see us moving in a whole nother dimension. And that dimension is loving. Whatever we define as love, love could be us sharing one another with each other and or sharing it with the rest of the world. Now, we could decide on how we choose to do it, or we could decide to keep it in the house. But if you know it's inside of you, that you want to step out, you want to explore and experience other things.
Yeah.
Why am I going to be the one to hold you back from it? You want to explore something different.
Bro, that shit sound like it'll work, bro.
But bro, check this out. I'm not taking away from the love.
Yeah.
Because you're with somebody else, it's not taking. We're just sharing love in other places. It's not taking away from our love. Now check this out. Now that we got to this place, now we understand one another. I know you with me.
I don't know why you're looking at me,
I
man.
know you with me. So now we got to this space, into this place. is this what you want to do? Do you want to go ahead and explore and experience something different? Do you want to? Because what's happening is, I'm gonna tell you the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is, they're not having this conversation.
That is.
And they're still doing it anyways. Why are you going to lie and
At least
betray
have
the
the
person that
conversation.
should mean the most to you in the world?
But you know, some folks have had the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happens when the individuals say no? Because you have individuals that are, you know, Bible thumpers or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And they, you know, stick solid to their foundation.
Yeah.
They don't want to venture out. So what happens in a situation when that individual says, hey, now I'm straight. Are you straight now, or do you just do it regardless?
No. I'm glad you asked that question. I don't know if somebody want to address it, because I don't want to take the floor too long. But I have something.
Dog, you got hurt, bro. We can't make the faces no more,
because
bro.
at the end of the day, if your partner is being genuine and honest about it, and they decided that they're not gonna go ahead, and that's not the life they want to live.
Yeah.
Bro,
So-
all I know is that, bro,
If that's not the life they want to live, hold on, Jay.
Yeah.
If that's not the life they want to live, then both of you
we're
have to-
doomed. We're doomed. Listen, man, in all honesty, man, I like to believe that there's still hope for humanity. And I think what's best for humanity is for people to be faithful to one another.
Of course,
and
Jay.
for it to be a family.
Jay,
the reason why
I'm not in disagreement with him. Because when G.I. said it earlier in regards to if there's two parties that really want to be faithful and they really want to keep it in the house,
Exactly.
keep it in the house.
Because you know what the problem
And
is with
that's
sleeping
in a
around?
relationship where you have communication.
You know what the problem is with
cohesive,
sleeping
open
around?
But now
communication.
here's the thing, though. But Jay, 1 second. I'm going to let you go. But if in fact you know you don't want to, if you know you don't want to,
Yeah.
and you want to explore something
Don't get in a
different,
relationship. Don't be faithful. Don't get married.
You could be in a relationship.
Don't.
You could be in a relationship where both parties agree to be open.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Go ahead.
The point that I'm making is, guys, there's a reason why it pays to be faithful. They got STDs all over the place.
Okay.
That's not, guys.
You can use protection. Don't give me that. Come on.
Okay,
Continue.
but how many people use it? Is there protection with oral sex and kissing and all of the other things?
You
that come
can
with?
use protection with all of that.
Okay,
Go
fine.
ahead.
Another thing that's happening is children, out of wedlock. They're being raised without both parents. That's a big one.
That is huge.
Now, and then
I'll
number
be
three.
honest.
Now,
But if you're using protection, that can be also.
And number three, there's
protection.
emotions that get involved. We get soul tied, and guess what? We become desensitized, and that's why you got so many people walking around with no heart, breaking hearts, because there's no faithfulness going on. There's so
soul
many
tie shit,
adverse
shit.
But Jay, what about for those people who it's happening to anyways?
happening. What?
Jay, where there are parties or people in a relationship who is stepping out regardless. That's Jay. I'm not talking about those who want to be in a committed, faithful, monogamous relationship. I'm not talking to them.
Nope.
I'm talking to the individuals who are out there and who is like, I love my boo. My boo is my world.
Yeah.
But I still want to explore.
The problem
other
with that
things.
is, I
Okay.
want to address that.
Please.
Because I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you're saying,
I'm
hey,
talking to them.
If we want, so this is what you're basically saying.
Yeah.
If we both want to be together, but we do desire to, explore others,
Yeah.
that shouldn't, as long as we agree, that shouldn't destroy our relationship. And we should just have that understanding, and we should be honest with one another. What you're saying.
Yes.
The problem with that is that, so first of all, I got to address that predominantly it's a man that wants to explore. Predominantly. Okay, fine. You don't agree with that? You think it's equal? I definitely don't agree
Yeah,
with
that
that.
shit equal,
But
bro.
It's equal. Because
so women want to explore.
I did a little homework.
The majority.
I did a little homework. 28% of the men are out there having sex outside of their marriage. Do you know the difference between the men and the women?
70, what is that, 6, 72?
No, 28% is men.
Okay, so 72.
24% of women are out there cheating
Okay.
on their partner.
So that's one. That was 1 point.
That ain't a big gap.
That's
Okay, 4%.
That's a 4% difference.
We getting down to the decimals.
I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you.
I think that shit
Okay.
equal this
Even though
day and age.
you may think that your wife is being faithful, you may think that your partner is being faithful. They might be.
So
more
here's the
than
thing, though.
likely, they fucking.
So here's the
They
question,
getting
BG, because I was
bust
going to
down.
address
Oh,
it
for
for
sure.
you, BG. I was going to address it for you.
Go ahead.
So here's the thing that I'm trying to say. Outside of me thinking that it's predominantly, okay, it's equal, I'll give you that one. The second point that I want to make is when you decided to make a commitment
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
what was that commitment for? Was it to raise a family? Was it to accomplish goals, or was it to just screw anybody you want to screw?
See,
To
you
be
see-
happy, better or worse.
See, I was just about to say that.
in that original agreement,
Yeah.
in that original agreement, when I seen her fine ass walking
Down the aisle.
a lot of times it's before the aisle, and then you just got to go with
Gotcha.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you first saw her,
Yeah.
right?
Like she
Am I
gotta-
lying?
Yeah, I get what
you hit that one. Hit didn't
You're
it?
not lying.
So
JT.
so here it is.
But-
so when you first laid eyes on her, not the aisle, because a lot of guys
But-
like, man, I got
Before the aisle.
5 years now, I got to do it.
When I first see a bad one, I be like, damn, she
Okay.
gotta have some bad friends.
So you
too.
seen her. So check this out. Check it. Don't get distracted.
ahead.
Don't get distracted.
No, the bad friends.
No,
I like that
because
one
I know the imagery start happening. You start to, oh yeah, I remember when I
Yeah.
first saw her. But when you first laid eyes on that bad mama jamma,
Yeah.
right, and you said, I got to have that. I want to put my footprints on this.
Got you.
Right.
foot in it.
So when you did that, and then you said, this mine. I don't want nobody to have this. This mine. I ain't talking about the marriage.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the feelings of, I like what I see. I'ma smash what I
want it for
see,
me.
and I want it for me. Right. When you made that decision,
Yeah.
there was not multiple women involved when you made that decision to her. It changes down the line. After 2 or 3 years, we like to say, well, I like to try new things out. And to my and I'm gonna let y'all go after this. My counter to that, right? So after 5 years of having it all my way and everything, now you know what? I still want to be married, but I want to have my cake and eat it too. That's where you have to kind of go back to your commitment and go back to the values and say, what is the purpose of this union now? Because it should transition. And you should grow and mature as an individual from wanting so many different partners to wanting to focus on other things, like raising a family, raising children, growing businesses, investing, passing it on, or even enhancing your own marriage, trying new things, keeping it spicy between that one person.
All
A
of
lot
that
of
is
men just
possible.
get bored with the same thing with the one woman, so they want to find another woman instead of just trying new things. Go to a different country, go to a different, shoot, they going to Mars now. They're going to, they got spaceships going to Mars. Try new things with who you, make it exciting with who you with. Don't go out and get another
Jay is
woman.
missing the point.
I ain't missing.
Nah,
No, Jay-
I'm tracking with
No.
you where you going with it. But
G.I.
I think everybody's making sense.
G.I.,
but-
here's the
Go
thing.
ahead.
He's missing the point because we're not talking about those who want to be.
We're
where
talking about the
both
ones
parts-
that's cheating, right? They both cheating.
They
in a
both
relationship.
cheating.
You might as well just make it open. Y'all love each other. Y'all just
Yeah.
can't keep
When
y'all
y'all
legs
first
closed.
started, y'all wasn't cheating is my point. When you first got committed,
Jay,
you didn't want to cheat.
People evolve. You think you're the same person that you was when you were 16?
Jay,
That's my
here's-
point.
Jay.
People, wait, hold on.
Go ahead,
E,
go
I
ahead.
want you to go next.
Go ahead, bro.
Please let E go right after me, please.
You don't have
No,
to do
because he got some shit he
Nah,
want to
I
get
know
off his
he
chest.
got some shit.
Here's my
Yeah.
thing.
You right, some
If
shit.
in fact-
on this topic, it's some shit.
This nigga.
No, he's some shit.
No, this nigga's a real hater. I'm gonna just.
First,
Jay,
you
and
said
JT,
some shit.
I do
and
wanna-
JT don't
I do-
discriminate.
I do want to point
it's
out.
some shit.
I do-
JT
I
don't
agree that
discriminate
it is
either.
some shit.
I do wanna
JT's
point out.
He don't discriminate.
Kumbaya,
He's-
fellas.
This nigga hate on everybody.
BG, I do want to point out.
Go ahead.
He said
Not
some shit.
once did I talk negatively about his perspective on a relationship.
Yeah.
But yet, a
He can't take it,
a
though.
perspective that I'm giving you that's
I agree.
outside
He can't
of
take
your
it.
own.
He can't take it.
You
But
got
I'm
some
just
shit.
saying, you said I got some shit.
He said you got some
No,
shit.
he said literally. But he making it literal. He making it literal.
You know what you meant, bro. Let's
So-
go.
Yeah, like anybody, bro. You think,
Bro, why you looking at me? You go ahead. What I got to do with this?
Well, could you stop talking for a second? Thank you. So, so here's my thing. Here's my thing. We ain't talking about those who want to be faithful.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about those who are actually faithful.
Yeah.
Because there's some who want to be faithful, but who ain't faithful.
Yeah.
There's some who like to be faithful, but who ain't faithful. There's some who think about being faithful, but ain't faithful.
Yeah.
We talking about those who are actually faithful.
You want to take the taboo from cheating.
Look
You
at
don't
this
want to take the stigma off from
This-
cheating. That's what
I'll
you want to
tell
do.
You ever seen a nigga? That's JT's a nigga. Like there's black people. I know y'all heard Chris Rock talk about it before. There's black people and then there's niggas.
Bro, just because
JT's
your
a nigga.
intellect can't come up to what we're talking about.
Hey, go ahead, E. Let Miss
You want to take the stigma? Look at it, BG. You want to take the stigma
This nigga would never.
G.I.,
off of
I love
cheating?
you. I
Is
love
that
you,
what it is?
Yeah.
E, I'm gonna let you take because
I'll let
anytime
you
I
go.
talk, this
I-
nigga gets
All
to
right, so
sweat.
get ready for a whole lot of.
It's not a bunch of shit, but here you go.
ahead,
So
E.
G.I.,
Just sit back for this one.
G.I. came in at the right time because you said the intelligence. Some can see it as intelligence. So let me give you the difference.
Please,
I'm gonna give
drop
you
it
a
on
quick
him.
difference.
I'm glad you said it
The
just
quick
like that.
difference between your perspective, JT, and the perspective of somebody who's
More evolved.
poly.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say polygamy, but somebody
More
that's
evolved.
polyamorous.
Somebody's
more
into that lifestyle.
Yes, who's in an
Say
open
someone who's more
relationship.
evolved.
The person who's in an open relationship has an immense amount of trust that I don't think most people can conceptualize.
Yeah.
Because you trust that the person that you're with, who tells you that they love you, loves you unconditionally as well as you love them. And unconditional love has no limits. That's why unconditional is afford of it, or in front of the word unconditional love.
Before you continue,
Can you say that again? What?
Hold on, wait.
Unconditional, the word unconditional.
Before
is
you continue, let me
unconditional love.
let the listeners know.
Go ahead.
That if you want to chime in, if you want to,
Why you interrupting him, though?
Nah, it's cool.
Bro,
Go
why you
ahead, bro.
interrupting him? He was
Go ahead,
talking.
bro.
Get the
Go
phone
ahead.
number.
Man, we got to make this money.
BG,
Give the
he
phone
was,
number.
he was talking, bro.
Give the phone number.
Nigga is the worst. He's a nigga though.
Give the phone
So I
number.
get it.
I give the phone number.
Drop
Like,
The
the
number
number.
is 786-384-2096. If you want to chime
That was
in.
so important while he was talking. Go ahead.
So unconditional
That was so
love.
important.
If you
Without
want to
that,
chime in, if you
the
want,
show
if you
would be
got something to
destroyed.
say,
Yeah.
if you got questions to ask, if you want to get our
You're right.
input, the phone number is 786-384.
We needed that plug.
2096. Call in.
All right.
Check in with us.
Yeah,
So
we
here's the
needed that.
difference. Here's the difference between
Go ahead, E. Continue.
a monogamous mindset and a poly mindset. The poly mindset believes in unconditional love.
Okay.
Unconditional love has no limits.
Yeah.
So that means you understand that the person you are with unconditionally loves you as you love them.
Yeah.
So that means whatever they do, they're not doing it to hurt you. And that's what the big difference is with monogamy. Monogamy is, and when we say someone has cheated on me, that person has gone out and done something, didn't tell you,
Yep.
and you feel as though, well, how could you do this
You've
to
been
me?
betrayed.
You feel betrayed.
Yeah.
So therefore, the communication wasn't there. So in a poly relationship, if the communication is there, you love me enough to come and have the difficult conversation.
Yeah.
Say, hey, babe, I find this person kind of attractive. You know, and I want to go out with them and see where it goes.
Yeah.
You love them enough to understand that they're telling you that because they love you, they trust you, and they're opening up to you on a level that is not socially
It's very mature.
acceptable or religiously acceptable
Yeah.
in some instances.
Yeah.
And they're letting you know how they feel, and you love them enough to understand that they're coming to you, and because they came to you, that means it's important to them. And so who am I to deny somebody from being happy or doing what makes them happy when I can unconditionally love them? We're in a relationship, and we dictate the lines of what this relationship looks
And
like.
at the end of the day, that's
That
still an
makes sense,
individual.
bro.
Correct.
At the end of the day, that's still an individual.
The evolution happened because
That was good
men
shit right there.
For
men-
sure.
Listen, the evolution
But
happened because
he's a Bible thumper. Go ahead.
so the evolution happened because men was fucking around so badly that women said, you know what, I don't care anymore. You know, since you're gonna do your thing, I'm gonna do your thing, and that's why we got hot girl summers now. Even though it's not that hot outside right now, it's not. It's been raining, and it's really been raining on the women.
It's been
I mean,
raining
it's
a
really
lot.
been bad. It's been bad. So the thing about it is men started the foolishness.
Okay.
Because women for a long time they was getting their heart broken. If you listen to some of the songs in the '90s,
This nigga's lost his mind.
man, BG, like
No, G.I. This nigga's lost his mind. If he think for 1 second that grandma wasn't fucking around with the mailman, that grandma wasn't fucking around with the milkman, if this nigga think that for 1 second,
Grandma was
he's-
busting it down.
Bruh, come on. Okay.
But the
let me
level-
ask you
the
some-
level is what
G.I.,
he's talking about.
G.I., let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of the mailman, the plumber, and the mailman, the plumber, and the milkman fucking around with the lady in the house?
bro, I
Yeah,
want
I
to
heard.
apologize to you.
Do you think for a second
Whatever
that-
trauma
that-
you've been through,
Uh-huh.
I just want to give you
Yeah,
a hug,
just-
dog.
just-
I'm sorry.
I'm here.
Listen, I'm sorry
Don't
that you,
want, don't
your
wanna,
worldview
don't-
is so bad.
Don't want to give me a hug. Just give it to me,
Bro.
and then shut the fuck up for a second.
But check this out. You think that all the women is
I do
equal
not
between
think
men
that.
and women is
I
equal
do
to
not-
cheating.
I do not
More
think
men
that.
cheat than women. That's a fact.
It's not a fact.
I don't know.
It's not a
about
fact.
that.
Let me tell
And
you
we
something.
can't even agree there. Then
There
I
is
don't know
more
about that.
women cheating
Yeah.
than men. What's happening is
Women just hide it better.
they
bro.
do it so much better than men
They
that you
do.
would never even think for a second.
You wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't think for a second
So-
I've seen it, dog.
that your girl is getting fucked.
Being the
Bro, I
voice
just
of
wanna
reason.
give you a hug, though.
So
Give me a- don't- don't
being
give-
the voice of
don't
reason,
watch
JT.
what I'm
Nah,
Give him
JT,
a
after the
hug,
show.
man.
I'm gonna give it
JT.
to after the show. He can't get it right now.
Why not?
JT's on a
I'm
different
here.
level right now.
I'm
He's
here
on a
right
different
now.
level.
I'm here right now.
I'm slightly on your side with this because there are different levels if you want to quantify cheating.
Go ahead.
Because JT, I can understand JT saying that there's probably not the equal ratio of women to men physically cheating.
Yeah.
But in some aspect, I will definitely agree because women are more emotional creatures. There may be an emotional cheating aspect there. And that's something that we do have to kind of throw around and put in a circle. So I do agree with you. So if we say the whole word cheating, we need to be specific. If we talking about physically or emotionally. Yeah.
We all know what you guys' decision would be if it was to be faithful or have an open relationship.
Here we
We,
go.
already know what you guys would decide.
No. For me,
I like to believe.
I try, bro.
I'll tell you the truth. For me, I would prefer to be in a monogamous, one-on-one relationship. However, if the person I'm with is not on that same wavelength, if they're not on that same space, I'm open to having outside relationships. You feel what I'm
There
saying?
ain't no point in being together then. Just be with somebody
No.
else. See, in the relationship and be with somebody else.
No. See, the problem is, JT, how old are you?
Ooh.
Why does that matter?
I gotta ask because I think that this conversation may be a little bit too mature for you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because for sure,
Bro, you almost made me fall out of this chair.
yeah,
boy.
you should.
Bro, you sound like a straight fool right now.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that
Because
JT still does not
all he
understand.
want to do is fuck, bro. At the end of the day, it's
JT
about
still,
sex.
See, JT
That's
still,
it. You horny right now? You about to flip the table over. Bro, go
JT
to Pornhub.com right now.
Hey, BG,
Go ahead and whack one out.
Flip the table
Bust a
with no
load real quick,
hands.
JT
and come back with us. When you're horny.
Hey, listeners,
Go rub one out, BG.
Listeners.
And then come back.
listeners,
And then he'll be relaxed. Because right now, you're horny. JT's horny. When you horny, bro, you would say some of the foolishness.
JT still don't get it. Because see, what JT still don't understand, and I think it may be an age situation. It may be, it could be, it may not, maybe maturity. But what JT still don't understand is the fact that we are talking about those who are not willing and ready to be.
Why get in a relationship? I've already asked you that.
Because you thought you wanted that.
Exactly. You mistaken.
And
So
over
repent.
time, you realize you're an evolved individual and you want to explore other things. That's all we're talking
you
about.
say you want
but
that?
JT is so
All right.
strung on one idea.
I'm over here, by the way. That's not JT. Look me in my eyes like a man. When I talk to you, you look me in the eye like a man. You ain't got to look at nobody else. I'm right here, baby. Let me just tell you something, bro.
Jay, you know I talked about you. I said that you are the funniest nigga.
Listen, I don't accept that.
Bruh.
And then you gonna put,
look me in the eyes like a man.
Look at this guy.
I said, I told my people, I said, if y'all think this dude next to me is funny, I said, this one here, JT is one of the funniest dudes I know.
Oh, man. Y'all
Look me in the
niggas wild.
eye. What are you talking about?
You lucky, bro. You
Jay.
lucky you made me forget what I was
Jay.
getting ready to flame you on this neck. I forgot.
Hey,
Who's gonna go
The
fast?
point I was gonna make.
Questions, because we've been going on about this
yeah.
open relationships. Going around the table.
Yeah.
Do you agree with open relationships? Do you think they work in this timeline that we're in?
I'm glad you asked the question the way you did. I believe that open relationships would be best in this time due to the fact of how many individuals, in regards to statistics, based on statistics,
Yeah.
it is showing that there is 40+% of married people that is actually out there participating in outside relationships. And if that is happening at such a high level, people should be open to the idea of an open relationship so that they don't have to be living a fake life, a false life, betraying or lying to one another. For me, that's what it's about.
Okay.
Keep it real.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100. If you know that you don't want that, share it with your partner. Baby, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about having an open relationship. What's your thoughts on it? Now, if the person say, nah, I ain't with that shit, then you say, okay, well, let's be more creative in the bedroom. Let's do some different shit.
communication.
I'm cool with that. I'm not saying open relationships or monogamous relationships is garbage. What I am saying is, for those who are in the same wave and in the same way, homosexuals, and I know somebody, well, homosexuals should be who they are. This is my take. Don't be ashamed of being who you are. If you like men, like men. If you like women, like women. Don't play the game.
Yeah.
Don't lie to yourself.
What about people not lying, being who you want to be?
Be who
free.
you. That's my only point tonight. If there's anything else, my only point is be who you are.
Be who you are. JT.
Keep it real.
Same question. What you say?
So the question. So my answer is this. okay, you say you want
Yeah.
an open relationship. Now,
Me?
polygamy is a whole
You mean
different-
me
I'm
or
not
just
talking
in
to you
general?
specifically.
Gotcha. Okay.
Everything ain't about you, BG.
Wow.
Polygamy is a whole different topic. Like,
Okay.
But open relationships, as far as us both agreeing that, hey, we're solid, but explore options like you put it, that sound good, but unfortunately, you think you want that until you start seeing your woman having a better time than you having, okay? And let me just tell you something, okay?
See,
No, you don't get to interrupt me, BG. You don't get to interrupt me, BG.
That's for insecure niggas.
Wow.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
I didn't interrupt you one time.
That's for insecure niggas.
So don't have a double
Because
standard.
guess
When
what?
I interrupt you,
I'm gonna
accept it because I'm going to.
That's true. That's true.
All right, let's
just
let
accept it. Just
JT
sit
go
back and just say,
uninterrupted.
I'm
JT.
uninterrupted.
Shut me on.
Uninterrupted.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
sit back.
JT.
Forgive me.
No, it's Twitter. No, I don't get.
So I might as well don't give it back to you.
You
then.
don't mind. You might as well finish.
Go ahead,
Nah,
JT.
we always having a good time up here at Station 100. But check this out though. So you think, and he went a long time, so nobody rush me, please.
Nah, I got you.
So, so the thing about it is this: you think that you want this open relationship until you seeing your woman having a better time than you, whether it be emotionally, or whether it be physically. She's having a blast, and now you get the same privileges, but you're just not having as much luck as she's having. Now, let me tell you this: the reason why open relationships also suck.
Yeah.
You think you want it until your wife or your lady is having a blast, and she telling you, yeah, baby, we still together, but she excited to go over JJ's house after work.
Yeah.
Now, what? See, that's going to really hurt. That's number one. Number two.
I agree though.
Yeah,
I
See,
agree.
that's
Yeah,
insecure
yeah.
niggas.
No,
That's
no,
insecure
Nah,
niggas.
because it's.
I ain't finished, but go ahead.
Nah, go
insecure niggas.
ahead.
I'm not finished, though. I'm not
Go
finished.
ahead, JT,
Go ahead,
because I
Jay.
agree
So,
with you.
thank you. Okay. So now here it is. Okay, this number two part of it is this.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why monogamy is the only way is because the way that God designed it is for you to be so intertwined with each other that you literally fulfill and satisfy. Now you might say, well, that's hard. I mean, I've been in relationships and I can't, but that's the treasure of it. That's the joy of it. That's the work that you have to put into it and try to become better yourself. For example, I had to learn to work on patience. And I'm still working on those things. So guess what? Sometimes God will put you with somebody where you get the chance to work on that patience. But the point that I'm making is you never get to go to your fullest potential if you don't stick and commit to one person and work out all your issues with one person. And guess what? In a polygamous relationship or open relationship, those things never get challenged. There's no need for growth because if I wake up and I want to have 3 women, I'll go 3 women. If I'm waking up and I don't want to deal with that over there, I'll go deal with this. So where do you get a chance to grow as an individual if you get to spread your wild oats that wide open or vice versa, and a woman get to spread? No, stick with one person and overcome those challenges and those demons that we all have from childhood. There's just so many cons I can go forever, but I don't want to take my. I don't want to take
You
my time.
made a lot of valuable points.
G.I.,
man.
please.
He made a lot of good points.
That's great, but just let's keep it moving, please.
So,
Mr. E.
yes, sir.
Please bless us with some knowledge, brother.
problem.
Please.
I will bless you with some knowledge. So first off, I would say I agree with JT if I have a JT mindset. You have to understand your perspective is a program perspective. Whatever you whatever you are raised around, that is what you becomes your standard. That becomes your norm.
Yeah.
So if you're raised around a certain environment, that's what you will hold as your standard. Yeah. So I definitely respect your perspective, and I agree with you if I limited myself to that perspective.
Oh, I love that.
But everybody can't be right.
No,
though.
Jay. No, Jay.
Everybody went already.
Jay.
I can get
JT,
in.
He did not go.
JT,
He did go.
I'm saying that
Uninterrupted.
you're,
That's his time.
you're right from your perspective of how
From
you
your
wanna see
limited
it. But
perspective.
look at it this way: if everyone,
I guess I ain't graduated yet. I guess I ain't make it.
Listen, back in the day, it took a village to raise a child.
Come on
So
now.
listen, if everyone is working cohesively together in an open, polyamorous, complete communication relationship, then it's not just you raising the child, you and your partner. It is actually you, your partner, and whoever your partner is
But the
with.
man get to have sex.
Jay,
Unlimited
we
sex.
don't want to hear your
Listen, we're
voice.
talking-
DJ,
done.
We don't want to hear your voice.
Jay,
Right
Your
now,
voice is the
right
one that
now,
we really don't want to hear.
JT,
I'm just telling
Jay,
you.
you
right
done.
now,
I'm just saying.
you're
ahead.
trying.
You're
Put a
fine.
fork
You're
in
trying-
JT because
You put a fork in it, bro.
JT,
Put a fork in it.
Right now, you're trying to put predefined concepts on something that is
Somebody has
open.
to be right, E.
No, nobody has to be right because you're putting predefined conceptions. You're taking what you have been programmed with and you're applying it
Where
to
did I get
something.
it from? I didn't make it up.
You got it from
it's
how you
common
were
knowledge.
raised.
It's truth.
It's not. It's your.
It's a standard.
It's your
I didn't make it up. You can't say it's
You
mine.
have to
I didn't make it. It's
understand-
universal.
I'm not saying
You
you
gotta
made
let
it
him
up. I
finish
said
it.
it's your
There's grown men talking.
perspective.
Can you see that grown men are talking right now?
JT,
Hold on.
I'm not saying that you made anything up. I'm saying that is is your perspective, and that is the perspective
Based on
your
Based on
environment,
universalism.
based on
Nah,
your environment
based on
that
what
you
you've
were
been
raised in.
exposed
Because
to.
I am also a person. I am also part of the universe of individuals, and whatever the case may be. But the perspective can be different to where I love a person unconditionally, and that means I will not put limits on them. And if it takes a village to raise a child, and then back then people talk about the negatives of sexing and everybody just sleeping with each other. What about the positives?
Yeah.
You have an additional person in contributing income to a household. Everyone's working together. Everyone's contributing to the food. So now instead of 2 people taking care of the house, you have 3. Instead of 3, now you have 4.
Yeah.
And everybody has a
Ain't no
common
yeah.
goal.
No, he
y'all sound like church
the
members.
thing
No,
is,
it's all right.
The thing is,
He be
the
taking-
thing
he taking us to
it's
church.
going to take. It's going to take a. Listen, it's going to take a commitment to loving yourself first more than you've ever loved yourself before, and that you've been taught to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself first, you will not be able to go into the relationship, have an open mind, and be able to love someone who's doing something that makes them happy.
Yeah.
Because you understand they're doing it to make them happy, not to hurt you. Whatever
That's
they're
it.
doing is just makes them happy. It does not
it.
apply
No.
to hurting you.
JT's receiving
That is
it.
the hardest thing.
He gonna
to
think
accept.
about it on the way home. When he
When
drives,
you
he gonna
accept
think about
that,
it.
when you accept that, it takes your
Listen,
relationship
truth
to
don't
another
just,
level.
Truth don't just change like the wind and the water.
Now watch
Truth
this.
don't just go anywhere.
Now,
they want.
G.I.
Truth don't just drop out of the air.
G.I., what you got for us? 'Cause
Truth come from somewhere else.
JT been diarrheaing out his mouth all
BG, man, honestly, you should be ashamed of yourself what you just did tonight. This should be a shame. Hey, DJ, don't post this one, DJ. DJ, delete this whole thing.
G.I.
Don't post this. This will ruin his
Nah,
life.
y'all said a
go
lot
ahead.
of good shit. I like what
Good shit.
he said,
Yeah.
man. Y'all said a lot of good stuff, man.
So
And
where
I
do you
think that-
stand, G?
I
Where you
think the
stand?
key- I mean, when it comes to open relationships, and one thing,
No anal.
What?
no what?
What the? What the hell?
I'm just trying to see what he's trying to win.
Nah, nigga, where that came from?
When it comes to
talking about
open
anal.
relationships, hey, this dude retarded, bro.
Bro, that's offensive, bro. Repent.
What the retarded?
You can't say retarded on here.
You handicapped, man. You handicapped.
Go ahead, G.I.
Disabled people listening.
Nah, man, it boils down to communication. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if y'all
Okay.
talk about it, y'all agree on it, and it works for your situation,
Yeah.
your situationships.
So what if your lady
want
want to take anal and you not okay with it?
If my lady want to take
You
anal,
and she trying to want to try with another. She don't want to try with you.
Let's roll out on
hey,
that one.
I'm gonna answer that last question and then we out. And my vision of open relationship.
If she taking anal and you can't do it though.
I bring them people to the relationship. She ain't bringing nobody.
Oh,
to the
see,
relationship.
there it go right there.
That's
That ruins it right
insecure.
there.
With that,
That's
nah,
insecurity
nah.
shit.
Nah.
Come on, G, I
That's
thought
just
you was
how I
bigger
roll.
than
If
that.
that worked for us, that worked for us. You know,
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
guess what?
If that worked for us, if she
No, that's
down
true.
with it like that, then I'm down with it like
Nah,
that.
booty whistling
But what
and
about if
everything.
she want to see other men?
Huh? She could go see him. I won't be involved in that. Hey, at the end of the day,
You smell like a man today, baby.
Shut up.
Damn, babe, can you
Hey,
go
this
take a
is
bath?
Station 100 where we keep it 100.
For sure.
We had a good time. We had a good conversation.
You already know.
I always love
Always.
sitting down with my brothers, man, and we having these talks,
Chopping
man,
it up.
these real talks. We got motherfucking BG in the
You
building.
already know. Yo.
We got my motherfucking dog JT
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the building.
Yes, sir.
And we got Mr. EO is
Yes,
kicking
sir.
the knowledge, and I am G.I. Joe. One time for the DJ, man, holding us
For
down.
sure.
And one time for everybody listening. Catch us on YouTube. Catch us on Zeno. Tune in. We on to bigger things. This show
Alpha
gonna keep
Talk,
on
baby.
growing.
Alpha
so
Talk.
holla at me. Be safe.
Alpha talk.
Yep.
Stay alert. Stay alive. Holla at
Get
me.
it while it's good.
Yo.